intangibles in office, we have to support the candidate that's offering tangibles. And let me tell you, I have a message for someone. And Jay, please let me get this message out to this particular person. Roland Martin. Roland Martin, Bakari Sellers, Torre, all of them. They like to speak condescendingly to us when we say we deserve lineage-based reparations and policies. They like to say, I don't know how the government works. I say to them, we don't need to know how the government works in order to see that it ain't working for us. Okay? The second person, Tommy Tuberville, a senator from Alabama who said that criminals want reparations. Excuse me? Criminals, the only criminal is a government that owns and inherits its citizens and refuses to pay. And you're the criminal for being on a platform that supports it. Last but not least, Hillary Fordwich, a commentator for the British family. When Don Lemon, who sat there like a coward, asked about reparations, she said to him that we need to start with Africa. Hold on, Africa? If you want us to start with Africa, then those are your ancestry. You would have left us in Africa. Okay? The moment you bought captive slaves from the continent of Africa, you took on the debt. It ain't the continent of Africa that received over 50,000 evictions between 1870 and 1940. It ain't the continent of Africa that, when slavery ended, received over $42 trillion from black labor. It ain't the continent of Africa that poisoned our women, raped our people, fed our babies to alligators, imported our drugs into our community. It ain't the continent of Africa that we can go to Africa, we can go to Europe, but it ain't the continent of Africa to whom we belong. We already have a nation, and we're going to start right down here. Okay? It is this country that owes us. It is this country that enslaved us. It is this country that has benefited from us. And damn it, it's this country that's going to pay. Give it up for Greg Marcel Dixon out of South Carolina. Shout out to Mama Jenda, I see you. All right, next up we have our own candidate, DC's own Red Grant, who is running for mayor. Come up, he's going to talk about his platform.
Power to the people, power to the people. I first want to answer a few things because I got some people on Twitter that say I do not support reparations, and that's a lie.
A damn lie.
I do support reparations, and I say it with my own voice. I don't need nobody on Twitter to say it for me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm running for mayor of Washington, D.C. I'm the independent candidate running for mayor of Washington, D.C. When I left the Democrats, they was talking about some red you can't do nothing as an independent. I told them, we can do it.
Yes, we can.
We can do it. And now we facing Muriel Bowser head up, and now she's scared as heck. So I'm not going to stay up here long because there's so many beautiful speakers, but I do want to say this to everybody. We have the power to be powerful.
Yeah.
Look around this.
That's right.
This is us.
Exactly.
We got the power to be powerful. Let's continue to be powerful. Let's don't be scared of anyone.
No,
Let's don't let anybody turn us back.
Right.
Let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing. Let our spirit shine through this whole country. And let's don't let anybody stop us.
DMV, baby.
I love everybody. That's why I wanted to come up here today and just tell people who I am. I'm Rodney Red Grant, I was born in Washington, D.C., in Southeast Washington, D.C.
Yep, Southeast. 67.
With a redskin blanket on my back. So I say to y'all again,
and a bullet hat on my head.
Support reparations. I love all y'all. Let's go.
One second, brother. Tell us about your platform. What is your platform running on, and where can we find you?
Okay, so my platform, I want to make sure our young people are empowered to succeed, first and foremost. I want to make sure that our seniors are incorporated back into society. I want to make sure our displaced and returning citizens are shown the love, care, and respect that they deserve. And I want to make sure our city is safe and affordable to live in again.
Thank you.
And I want to break down the barriers that have been separating us as people. That's who I am, as Rodney Red Grant. So thank y'all so much. Any more questions?
Where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me on grantformeddc.com. That's grantformeddc.com. We got 3 days to kick Muriel Bowser out of that house right there. Let's go.
Rodney Red Grant just came through. Before I bring up the next speaker, we're going to do some more call and response on the 5 pillars of reparations. If you're just joining us, I am Jade Harrell, aka Lioness Crown.
We know.
So the first pillar is compensation, restitution, rehabilitation, satisfaction, guarantee of non-repetition. Excellent. Now, the next queen coming to the stage by the name of Teslyn Figueroa. She is the founder of Push the Line. She does nonpartisan political organizing trainings. I have taken her training, so has Miss Christy Williams as a trainer. Our sister Teslyn does excellent work. She also does political commentary. She's coming up to discuss ways in which we can organize politically in order to get these tangibles out here. So without further ado, we're going to bring up our sister Teslyn.
Here I go.
What's happening, DC? What's happening, DC?
What's up, sister?
My name is Teslyn Figueroa. I won't hold you long. Y'all know when I say that it really be long, but I won't hold you long. I wanted the DJ to play that for a second because I got my, my combat gear on. Any veterans in the house? I'm Air Force.
I'm Air Force myself.
60 gunner in the house is myself. Lock, cock, ready to rock. Shout out to those that support the Second Amendment. I won't hold. Let's get a shout out to those that support the Second Amendment.
I don't need no amendment
Don't
to
get
have
it
no
twisted.
gun.
Don't get the
That's y'all niggas that need an amendment to have a gun. I don't need none of that
come up here
shit.
just for a second
I just support guns.
to talk about what I always talk about on every stage that I'm on. And I would be remiss not to take a moment to address the elephant in the room. It's written. Can I go there? I like call and response. The faster y'all respond, the quicker I sit down.
Let it go. Break it down, sis.
Take your time. I need that. So it's been some Twitter spaces. All right. Can I go there? Yeah. If I go there. It's been some Twitter spaces.
Come on, Queen, the receipt.
With some chatter on who was speaking and why they speaking and who should be speaking. Can I take a moment to tell you why I'm speaking?
They had the
Now I ain't bragging, I'm just telling you what it is.
Queen of Receipts.
All day long, you've heard our sister Jade break down to you the 5 important pieces to reparations, correct?
Right, politics.
So when they go back on Twitter and say, well, nobody talking about reparations, are y'all gonna remind them that not only have the speakers addressed it, but Jade addressed it every time she got on this microphone?
Right.
Every time. I need y'all to do that and make sure when they come up with these lines, we need to make sure that you were told repeatedly the 5 things that you need to do in order to move reparations. The second thing I want to point out is you've heard about the who should get reparations. The what is reparations. The who shouldn't get reparations. The how you get reparations, or the why you should get reparations. I came to talk about the who. Somebody say the how.
How?
Well, why is Sister Tesla, I know y'all like to say sister and brother, so I'm speaking to like, why is Sister Tesla talking about the how? Well, because Sister Tesla got a decade plus of receipts on actual successful accomplishments on getting things done in politics.
Right.
I got plenty of love for the reparationists, but I'm a receipt-anist.
Say that.
Meaning I have receipts on exactly how to move policy, receipts on exactly what it means in order to get these folks to pay attention. It's not just about Twitter spaces. It's those who are willing to do this in real places. Give yourself some love for going beyond the Twitter space and being in a real place. A lot of folks don't like me because I stand with Tariq. Can I just explain to you that we don't always agree on everything, but one thing we agree on is that I'm a rider.
Yeah.
And what does it mean to be a rider? It means that I get it. I know on social media y'all go buy 2 hot wings and a pepper and $85.99. Sister got back $25.29. But my real government name is Tesla Figaro. You cross the T and you dot the I in Figaro. That means that I'm willing to dox my damn self to be crystal clear about where I stand. And this ain't no disrespect to nobody here. I'm speaking to those in the camera that have been talking about. Let me do a side angle so they can get a good angle.
I like that angle myself.
I'm talking to the ones on Twitter space that's been running their mouth.
That wasn't me, but thank you for the turnaround.
While you running your mouth under hidden names, while you running your mouth without a clear decade plus of standing for our people, like I have on Fox News, MSNBC, Revolt Black News.
I got
The Hill. I
91
ain't bragging, I'm just telling you what it is.
Pull them
Because
receipts.
they can say what they want to say about me, but you cannot dispute the receipts. You don't have to like everybody I'm on the stage with, whether it's Tariq or anybody else. But at the end of the day, we share a common goal, which is willing to be able to dox yourself and let these people know where you stand. It requires being able to have a few death threats.
That's right.
It requires having drones over your head. I put it on Twitter when y'all saw me giving a speech, and the drone was over my head, and I never flinched.
Sure did.
You know how some of y'all say, I don't want to give my name because they're going to know who I am. Well, see, I give my name, so that means me and you different. That means we do it different. We ain't the same. I love you, but we ain't the same. Those of you on Twitter that's been running your mouth. See, it takes a lot more to stop me from being here behind somebody talking on Twitter.
Come on,
Push the
baby.
line is what I came to talk to you guys about, which is politics until something happens. It requires politics like you heard our brother Marcel talk about. It requires, if you don't want to vote for the person on Tuesday, then the question is, who is going to run on Wednesday? Who's going to run their campaign on Wednesday? Who's going to be the digital content manager? Who's going to be the publicist? Who's going to be the campaign manager? You must, in order to push reparations or anything else that you're interested in, you must actually be the power that you're trying to change. to a lot of the folks in the elite that said they don't get it, they don't understand, there ain't nothing changing between now and Tuesday with these candidates. That might be true, but I got news for you. What's changing between now and Tuesday is now they know we ain't fucking around. I know we got babies in the house, but I had to say that there is something that's changing between now and Tuesday, and they see through these sea of people that ain't nobody playing with you no more.
Right, fuck that bullshit. Right.
Say that, Chancellor.
Fucking goddamn checks.
On June in the Breakfast, I did the Breakfast Club in June, and I said, I'm not getting on another stage, including a lot of my friends that y'all don't like, and that's cool. I'm Tesla, I'm solo dolo, I stand by myself.
Yes, you do, baby.
But I said in June, I'm not getting on another stage unless it's a stage to call out Joe Biden and this administration.
Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden.
And it ain't no disrespect to my other friends in the movement, because I got love for them. Everybody do something different. But the reason I'm here is because Tariq had the audacity to get on this stage and call people out by name. The push the line training is about politics until something happens. Push. If you look at the logo, you see each person is pushing the P, the L, the I, the N, the E. That means that you push the line in whatever way that you can. You are not focused on what the person on the left is doing, what the person on the right is doing. You're focused on what you
are
can do.
doing.
What can you do in order to move the ball forward? Critics have said, well, you got to be able to vote for people to put people in office, or it's not gonna never happen. Well, I got news for some of those critics. I'm not gonna say their name because it's already been said. I got news for some of those critics. The current administration, most of the elected officials that are in office, they ain't doing this no way. So we are done begging, and it's time to vote. I do believe in local politics. I'm not gonna stand here and say it's a strategy. You got some people that say don't vote, no tangible. I'm telling you, my strategy is to run for office in local elections, state elections, because you're not going to change their mind. They've already been bought. It is time for us to boss.
That's right. That's right.
In California, the Reparations Task Force, that's a state issue. While the federal government is still trying to decide if they're going to do a study or not, California's already doing it. Who is running in the state of California in 2024 to actually vote on that?
That's right. That's right. We got to
It
put them
can't
in
just be
place.
Marcel, it's just one.
That's right. We got to put them in place, grassroots.
Right.
After today, 10 or 15 of you should be in my next training to figure out how do I run for office to actually get the job done.
Right.
When that study's released in June and they educate the public on the finding, I want to know how many going to be announcing their candidacy in June. Win, lose, or draw.
That's right.
This is how you push the line. And then I want to know who's going to help them run their campaign. No matter where you live, you can run somebody's campaign. The devil is a lie. No matter where you live, you can contribute your gifts and your talent to put people in office. Even if they lose, you still win.
That's right. That's right.
It's called a
About the
disruptor
message
candidate.
and disrupting it. That's right.
Even if they lose, you are still winning. And you should be preparing for that now. While you're talking about me on Twitter space, you should be recruiting somebody to run in the state of California for 2024.
Say that.
I got 170 haters.
While some of you are talking about how you're the only one that can talk about the scholar, some of you need to be talking about boots on the ground and who's going to run in California. Who's going to run with Marcel? Who's going to be the state rep to get behind Marcel? Who's going to be the city council? Who's going to be the dog catcher to actually wake these people up and put fear in them? This is called awareness, a rally. It is very important to have that part of the strategy. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. They needed to see your face and not your avatar.
That's right. That's right.
They needed to see your face and not your avatar.
And your commitment.
And then the next step is they need to see you organized.
Say that.
You want to really scare them, start writing it. Don't just write their name on the ballot on election day. I need some of y'all to write your name on the ballot before election day so people can actually vote for you for real, for real.
Right.
If you're interested in the training, I want you to take your phone out. I'm gonna give you the number to text in a second. In September, Jay told you about it. Christy, shout out to Christy, one of the trainers that I brought. It's a nonpartisan training. We don't talk about issues. We don't talk about agendas. We don't talk about Democrat or Republican. We simply give you the tools.
That's right.
Step 1, step 2, step 3, this is how you run. This is what you need to do. There's 5 components to it. Campaign roles and responsibilities. Campaign compliance, meaning actually having your paperwork done.
That's right.
Campaign planning, campaign management, and community coalition building. Some of my haters need to know how to build a coalition instead of just being an agent of chaos. If you're serious about reparations.
Yeah.
We had 300 people show up in Atlanta at 7 a.m. Thank you.
On time.
7 a.m.
On time.
They said wasn't nobody gonna show up. They said it's raining outside. Can I tell you they was there at 7 a.m. through 12 hours of training, being about the business
Man, on time.
of black business.
Yeah. That's on time.
I did another online one in October. I'm gonna offer those same 5 classes online. I'm coming to some of your cities, but if you can't get it face to face, then get online so that you can get the tools to actually organize. We need 527s. That's a super PAC. I've been encouraging somebody to start a super PAC. This is the kind of stuff that some of the people that's criticizing y'all don't want y'all to know. They rather just continue to say, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm here to spill the tea. 527. Who's going to start at 527? A super PAC. That's what Bernie Sanders did. That was why he was able to shake up politics. You ain't got to like Bernie Sanders. I've checked him myself publicly.
And one.
But I'm telling you, it's a recipe to it. It's what the Tea Party did.
Discrimination.
You gotta have a 527. If you don't like the no Bucky, no vote campaign, then where are our commercials to counter that?
All right.
Donate your money to a 527. Somebody should be starting one outside of this, where you can support your candidates, not just financially, but also support them with advertisement. If you're gonna spend 20 hours a day on Twitter Space, then somebody need to have a 527 so that those numbers count. You have to be able to tell these local leaders, hey, we've been able to touch 50,000 people. We've been able to engage. We took a poll. 60% of people believe in reparations. We can create our own poll, but you need a 527 in order to back that up. And then you mix it with your awareness. You mix it with your rallies. You mix it with your YouTube. You mix it with your new black media. All those things are important, but if you are not trying to organize on the local and the state level, nothing changes. Yes, you want to criticize current leadership. You want to tell them, be about us or else. But at the same time, you have to be able to put somebody in office, a brand new person that has not been bought. Don't let them tell you, you got a bad background, you can't do it. I got Regina Hill elected in Orlando, Florida. She was arrested 21 times. Somebody say 21.
21.
See, those are receipts. They can't talk about the receipts on Twitter Space. Regina Hill I was her campaign man, her communications director, did it from out of town. She was arrested 21 times with a felony, and she won her very first time running for office against 7 other candidates. So don't let them tell you you can't run because of your background. If you're interested in the training, and then I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna close. You text push the line, PUSH, the line, THELINE, push the line to 66866. I don't want nothing from you. Let me deal with that right quick. I don't want your cash app. You can keep it. Push the line to 66866. If you follow Juicy on Twitter, you can follow her, you can follow me, and it's right at the top. Let me go ahead and end this confusion before they make it up. The training is free.
That's right, baby.
I went to Congressional Black Boot Camp in 2010. If y'all don't mind, I just got to run the receipts because I know they got you. I went to Congressional Black Boot Camp in 2010. I got the game, I took the knowledge, I'm giving it back to you. I went to Yale Campaign School for Women. I got the game, and I'm bringing it back to you. I went to the White House Project. I got the game, and I'm bringing it back to you. I went to Ruthless. You name it. Emily's List. all of the top trainings in the country, and there has yet to be one that speaks to people like me and you.
That's right. That's right.
I've worked on campaigns on the local, the state, and the national. I've called out elected officials, including Bernard Sanders, who was my former employee. I'm the only one that sued his movement for anti-black racism with my name on it. It's important that these receipts are out here because a lot of y'all been listening to people that don't know me. And you can listen to that foolishness or you can look up the receipts on their own. While they texting and typing, I was suing Bernard. And won.
Indeed.
Let me say it one more time. And won in case y'all didn't get that.
And one.
And I did it by myself. It said Tesla Figaro versus the revolution. So who gonna put their name and go against a whole movement? So this is why I talk the shit I do with my chest all
That's
the way
right.
out.
Say it with your chest, baby.
And it's not to minimize nobody. I'm really speaking to those that's been trying to minimize me. I don't give a damn about you. Because I get real death threats on real FBI lists.
Right.
So you got to know a
That's
Twitter
right.
space it will never discourage me from speaking to my people. But I did want to put that out there for those of you that are interested in the truth. And I'm with you, love. Queen looking good up here today. Can I just pause? Can I pause and say that? I just had to say that. I just had to say that. They call me Sister Double Cheeked Up. Anyway, on a Thursday. But I'm gonna say this, and then I really will sit down. That's what I love my NBA brothers. Find out where the after party is. Drinks on me. I'm papered up. I'm waiting on the table. Pick it up now. Amen.
Let's go, baby.
Y'all ain't used to that. Y'all ain't used to that. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Y'all follow me. Y'all know how I do. Anyway.
I'll be with you. Don't
when
worry
I say
about it.
people like you and I want to explain to you what that is and why this is so important today. You may have, and I don't want to offend anybody's religion. Your religion is what your religion is, but I got to speak from my heart on what moves me and how I get up every day and how I do this fight with both parents in the ground without having any muscle behind me, without ever having a booker, a manager, an agent.
Right.
Nobody in my family was in politics. Shout out to Christy who told the story. She's one of our trainers, by the way, who told the story about her parents that put her in the game.
That's right.
Didn't nobody put me in the game. I was on Suwu business, on Crip business. But what I learned, y'all wasn't expecting that.
From the street.
What I learned was the same way we organize in the streets.
For sure.
We can organize in politics.
Right.
What I learned was how to stand 10 toes down when everybody against me. What I learned is that I've been called to speak, whether you like my language or not, whether you like my background or not. What I've learned is that I've been called for a time such as this, and if you are here now, you too have been called. I'm not talking about a career.
That's right.
Because if I was going to sell out, Fox News offered me the bag for the last 7 years.
That's
And I
right.
ain't never took a dime from Fox News. Now y'all go tweet that.
That's right.
Not one dime. I got to put that on the record. When I say you and I. Now, if I'm wrong about this, if your religion or your spirituality says, Tesla, you're wrong about that, I don't believe in the Most High. Well, guess what? If I'm wrong, then we don't have nothing to worry about. If what I'm about to say is wrong, then that means when it's all said and done, we'll disappear. And we'll just go into the atmosphere. But what if I'm right? What if I'm right about what I'm about to tell you? You may have heard people talk about the wheat and the tare.
Yeah.
Separating the wheat and the tares. Anybody heard about it?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody grandma ever told them about it?
Right, yeah.
Did they ever say it'll be times like this?
Yeah.
Do you know what times like this is?
Yeah.
Do you realize you are going through what the elders told us about?
Yeah. Say it, sis.
The New International Version gives it to you this way, and this is how I like to quote it. A lot of people say Willie D said, "Oh, Tesla, you one of the GOATs, you one of the greatest of our time." You always see people hashtagging GOAT, 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 greatest of our time. Can I talk to you a moment about the sheep?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Bring it.
The Bible says that it will separate the wheat from the tare. But the international version says that when it's all said and done, there's going to be a moment when you're going to have to be accountable for what you did. Not challenging me on Twitter space, but accountable for what you have done. And the same way I see this crowd, they say that it's going to divide up down the middle. And it will be a separation from the sheep and the goat.
Say that.
I know y'all want to be the goat. I know y'all want to be the greatest of all time, but I need to talk to you about what it is to be a sheep. And a sheep don't mean go along and get along.
Right.
A sheep don't mean fold when they come against you like a lot of our brothers and sisters are having to deal with in the media. A sheep don't mean I'm just going to do whatever they say. A sheep is about the shepherd's business.
Right.
And the question will be asked, have you been about the shepherd's business? Do you know what the shepherd's business is? That's about the least of these. When I was in prison, did you come see me? When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was lost, did you find me?
Say it now.
When I was homeless, did you give me a place to lay my head?
Say it.
Right.
That's the shepherd's business. Some of you are agents of chaos. You're doing the work of the enemy.
Yes, they are.
But I came to speak in your life for those who are about doing the shepherd's business and the work of God, God's true people.
Right.
And if you are about the shepherd's business, then you will find yourself doing the work even when don't nobody stand by you. You'll find yourself doing the work when they talk about you on Twitter. You'll find yourself doing the work when that HR manager call you in the job and say, was that you on social media? Yeah. I know y'all don't want to put your real name out there because I know you got something to lose, but you're talking to a bride that lost it all. So I move different because I don't have no problem being an Uber driver. I didn't have no problem going to sell shoes at dealers for $12. I'm a hustler for sure.
I bag up
And I don't run
weed.
no non-profit either. I'm a boss.
We all on the streets. Y'all know how I roll.
Don't nobody fund me.
Yeah.
I don't take no
Have
check.
our own.
And I don't want your little
Got
old
our
cash
own
app.
shit. That's right. From
You
the
do need to be
ground up.
funding somebody, but I
got
don't
it from
ask for
the
your
mud.
money because I always need to be in a position to tell you to go to hell. I know y'all don't like that.
Except money. That's right. Say that,
See, y'all not gonna go on Twitter and say I donated to you. You should be doing. No. No, you didn't. We need people doing different things, but you do need to donate to organizations that are after the pussy line because you need money. I'm just telling you my role.
That's right.
And when you are called and that question is asked, what do you do? What are you gonna tell them? You're not gonna be able to say, well, I inboxed Tariq and he never got to me. I told Tasman, but she never followed up. You don't have to raise your hand, but where are my fellas in the building? I need you in the building. I need some street brothers in the building. I need some brothers that if they do another insurrection, I need to know some of y'all locked and loaded and it's gonna be on and popping. That's the type of man I like to keep around me. Yeah. It's high under the tables. I need to know where my riders is at. If you ain't got a family, at least
Where's that male
you're not my type. I'm just telling you what it is. I have something about you anyway.
Say that. Say that, girl. Say that. We need the real one.
Yeah, ladies, they different.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there, but y'all make sure y'all follow my podcast. I go there, ladies. I'll tell you just how different they are.
Oh, I
But we
know.
need real soldiers, guys, that are really about being about the work. You hear people talk about allies. You hear people talk about accomplices. I talk about soldiers. That's why I got my soldier pants on. Allies are cool. You need them. But allies, switch it up. If you're from the hood, then you know anybody can be an ally. And then when them fans go knocking,
Don't keep a gun on you. It's amazing.
and it's time to start talking, they switch it up. That's why I don't do allies. We need allies, though. I don't like accomplices either. Because an accomplice can be riding on the side of me, and I could be the one putting in work, and the accomplice is going to tell a different story when we go in that back room and people start talking to you. Raise your hand if you know anybody about an accomplice that flipped on me. Maybe I'm the only one. I thought I was talking to FBI. Y'all bougie now?
I do my dope by my lonely.
Y'all call it the booze squad, whatever y'all be saying. I thought I was talking to FDA.
I'm solo. I do my
But
dope
it's something
solo.
about a soldier.
You don't tell
And
on
also put
yourself.
their fingerprints on the trigger.
Right.
Quick story. For those of you that watch Boys in the Hood, if you haven't, leave now. It's a classic. But do y'all remember how remember when Trey said he was about that business?
Yeah.
Remember? He was swinging at the air. Had blood Y'all remember?
Then he got convicted for white women. Oh, my
When
bad.
it was time to put in work,
That was real
he
life.
defied his daddy. He jumped out the window and said, I'm about that business. Y'all
That was
remember?
real life. I'm sorry.
But when it was time to be about the business,
Let me
shout
out
out
the
to our
car.
brother Ice Cube. Oh no, it wasn't just a coincidence. When it was time to be about the business, what did Trey say? Yo boy, let me out. See, it sounded good and looked good until it was time to use your first name. It sounded good. It looked good. He had the costume on. The homies, we love when people come to the costume after the funeral. They show up with their full costume gear on. We'll never see him putting in no work. It sounded good until it was time to put in work. And you notice how Ice Cube turned to our brother and looked at him with that look like we knew you wasn't about this business anyway. And he went ahead and let him out the car. I need you to let people in your life out the car. I need you to be comfortable going by yourself. I need you to be the Ice Cube in the movie and be willing to put in work by yourself. And when you go put in work, just like in the movie, I need you to get up out the car, because he could have just put in work, but he got out the car and he did it face to face, so you can know exactly who did what. That's the type of soldiers I'm looking for. Because it was never meant for Trey to be a soldier. He needed to go on to Morehouse. We need our scholars.
That's right.
Y'all go on with y'all book reading self. We need our scholars. But we need some cubes too.
That's right.
We need some riders too.
The balance.
By the way, street men read more books than all of y'all, but I'll leave that for another conversation.
Thank you.
But we need some cubes that's willing to put in the work. And the work ain't about chattering, tweeting on your belly on Twitter with your legs all crossed up. This how they be doing. I wish I could get on this floor and show you how they be doing. Bring back men that know how to stand up. Stop tweeting on your belly. Crying and tweet all day long. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Bring the real G's back from the 90s. I need you to be okay being by yourself. Because look around you, family, you're not alone. You may be alone in your city. You may be the only one in your family. You may be the only one that you feels by yourself. This work is an isolating business.
Amen.
You know that it's designed to make you feel alone.
Amen.
It's designed to make you feel like you by yourself. It's designed to make you give up. If you can't handle a Twitter
Dr.
bash,
Wilson told
what
me
the
that.
hell can I do with you when it comes to doing real power?
Dr. Francis Cress Wilson told me that shit. For real. Right before she died.
My grandmother was a bus driver,
Ain't no friends in this
and
bitch.
she would tell me, the bus ain't stopping for you. She wanted me to be ready at a certain time. Even my grandma wasn't going to circle the block to come get me, because what she was teaching me was the discipline to be ready.
Yeah.
I'm not Harriet Tubman. I'm not coming back to get none of it. Let me say it again in case y'all didn't get it. I'm not Harriet Tubman. I'm not coming back to get you, because if you don't know you don't want to be free in 2022, you ain't going to never know. Y'all sitting around here quoting Harriet Tubman. I wish I could have freed if only through with that. What they say? If only more of them knew I could have. The devil is a lie. It's 2022. If you don't know you want to be free, to keep your ass where you at.
Say that.
Hey, who got a question on
We honking the horns
Take
around.
dumb ass out here and pepper.
We knocking one time.
Yeah.
I'm the rapture. It's gonna blow one time. You didn't
One
hear Grandma
time.
say it's gonna blow twice, did you? She said you gonna hear that horn one time.
One damn time.
So you need to be moving with that sense of urgency.
That's right.
And if they don't want to go with you, you go by yourself. Be the new generation of Joshua. And that's not your age, but it is the mindset of the new generation of Joshua. Moses talked to those who were slaves for 40 years, begging slaves, after they already seen the miracle of what it meant to be free. You better have some Joshua mindset that say, I'm going on over without you. Shout out to Martin Luther King that said, I may not get there with you, but guess what? I'm going on. I wish I would do this work and think I ain't going. I'm going. You gonna get left.
I'm going.
I ain't waiting on you. Go to the club or nothing else. I'm hungry up there. You ready or not?
I don't think Purple did it.
That's the mindset that you guys have to have. A sense of urgency of moving forward no matter what. In policy and in politics.
That's right.
Now you want to be Moses and miss the promised land because you begging people? Then you're going to miss this train. And today we came together to let people know the train is moving. You either with us or against us, but the is moving. You either on the train or you under the train, because we're going to run you over. You either with us or you against us. Shout out to my sister Jade. Shout out to Tariq. I want to be clear. I know he always says he's not a leader, but I do want to be clear and say that he is a visionary.
He is a visionary.
Give a round of applause for Tariq. He's a visionary. He saw y'all in this crowd when others couldn't see it, including me, because I was nervous, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know if y'all was gonna show up. But he kept his cool and he said they come. He kept his cool and said, all I gotta do is put out the siren and they come. All I gotta do is whisper and let them know and they come.
The FBA.
So shout out to him for having the vision that many of your elected officials would never do.
She damn sure.
And I respect him for that. I don't agree with everything he do and how he do. But I respect consistency.
Yes.
I respect riders. I respect those who call out the powers that be on a daily basis and get the death threats that come with